So guys, before we get started, don't forget we do have that amazing discount code thanks to Tier 0 Games going on right now. And all you have to do is put in ZWGames5 to get 5% discount on your total order at tier0games.com. The links will be in the description below. What's up YouTube, Darren here from Games, bringing you a budget and updated Lightsworn deck profile as pure as it can be. Now by that what I mean is there's no Preplant engine, there's no Zombie engine, and there isn't a Twilight Swarm engine now. The Twilight Swarm engine will be coming up in a later profile for you guys because I do want to look into making the Chaos engine a lot more consistent. Now, of course, the big hit that Lightsworn's got is when they lost Fairy Tail Snow, purely because that helped extend their boards, it gave them a lot of banish effects to go off, and it also helped disrupt your opponent during their turn. Whereas now, what we're going for is more of an OTK kind of play with your JDs and a nice little spicy set in the extra deck and main deck to help push that through. So it is budget. This deck can be built very, very cheaply. I'll take you through the prices as we go through the cards. I think the most expensive cards are in the extra deck, which again you can change up as you wish. And even then, I think some of them sit around 10, maybe £15 at a very, very high push. So without further ado, let's take you through the profile, show you exactly what we've got. So of course we've got triple JD, your boss monster of the deck. If you have 4 or more Lightsworns in the graveyard with different names, you special summon it, you pay 1,000 life points and nuke the board. Very, very good power play card and gives you your boss monster. Then of course we've got triple Raiden Hand of the Lightsworn. Again, this is your additional mill. It is your most important main normal summon card in the deck. And then it helps extend your board. You want to be milling off your Lightsworn monsters, give it additional attack boost, but hopefully you're milling off those really, really annoying but great wolves, which you play 3 of, just to help extend the board. We've then got triple Lumina. Now you can cut one of the Luminas down and put in a Trick Clown if you want to. The reason I haven't put Trick Clown in here is because I can't make it as consistent without using the Predaplant engine, and I wanted to make my consistent mills off of Minerva for the draws, Raiden for the boost, and JD for the graveyard as consistent as possible, which is why we also play the one Lila, of course the one Felice, and the one Minerva. Again, very, very important cards. Minerva to get you into your JD. Because we don't play the Lightsworn trap in this deck. And then of course we've got the one Eclipse Wyvern, which again is harder to deal with because of not having snow, but it does give you the additional plays to be able to banish it off of the Chaos engine. Now of course the Chaos engine is triple black and double white Wyvern. We've got less dark monsters to play around with. These are the only 3 dark monsters in the main deck that you can use and abuse and banish for this, and of course your BLS. So you have to be very, very careful with the way you do it. Now if you want to be changing the deck up yourself and putting in anything at all, you would take out the Chaos engine, you could put in your Twilight Swans, you could take out the Chaos engine, put in a Zombie engine, put in any type of engine you want, and I would take out this. Now, of course, in the Twilight Swan, you'd probably keep some of this in if you wanted to, and minimise some of the Lightsworn abilities, just for your Twilight Swans to take their place. Of course, BLS is an additional power play. Just imagine going JD, nuke the board, another JD, and then you banish the 2, bring out your BLS. That is 9k game straight there and then. Then, of course, to help extend your board, you've got double Goblinberg and 1 Electromagnetic Turtle. I love Turtle because I think people just forget about it so much, and it's a very, very cool card that can help stall out the game. If your opponent, you know, feels that they're about to clear your board, or if they're going to attack directly for game, you can banish your Electromagnetic Turtle and end the battle phase, which is very, very useful. And then, of course, Goblinberg you can put at 3, but you don't want it to get too cloggy. It does help extend your rank 4 plays. Your ideal opening hand is using your Rhoda to get into your other Raiden or, of course, Goblinberg, and then that helps extend your plays even further. So that's it for the monster lineup. We don't play hand traps in the main deck, purely because your mill, you don't want to lose the mill. But once you know you're definitely going to go second, you put in your hand traps to disrupt your opponent, and then you go for the OTK play. And again, all those monsters are incredibly budget. I think BLS is the most expensive, but I'm pretty sure you can pick up a Dusar, and there's even a common one that I think you can pick up for like 6-7 quid, maybe even cheaper. Triple Call by the Grave, you want all your effects to go off, and this can be a very, very powerful disruptive card. Triple Solar Recharge for your draws and mills. Triple Charge, again, mill and search. And then your one-offs, you've got the Foolish Burial to help put your Wolf in grave to extend your plays, Rhoda for your Raiden or Goblinberg, Monster Reborn to bring back anything, and the spicy tech of Double or Nothing. Now you can pump out rank 4s in this deck very, very well when the deck wants to work for you. And then in doing so, you do have access to Utopia Double, which gives you a 10k monster on board that is really, really going to disrupt and hurt your opponent. So, yeah, let your opponent get hit, not in the face, but hit over one of their monsters. And unless it's 2k or more in attack, you're going to be swinging in for game if you haven't already done damage to your opponent that way. So, very, very cool, powerful card. And then a throwback to the old days, we've got Double Breakthrough Skill, which again can help out massively, purely because if you mill this off, you still have the ability to protect yourself during your turn. So if your opponent's got a monster effect, you banish this, neg that effect, if they've got a disruption effect, and then you can extend and push your plays further forward on from there without having to worry about that opponent's monster. Now onto the extra deck, quite straightforward and simple on this one. We've got Double Minerva, 1 Burguska, Tornado Dragon, and Exton, all quite self-explanatory there. Back row, stall, and nuke the board. And then of course you've got the 1 Redoer, the best rank 4, or one of the best rank 4s in the game right now. And if we get more support, it could become even better. Just being able to, you know, if it's got a spell, draw a card, monster, banish it, and then trap, bounce it. So you would make this, if you've got enough monsters on board, you can make this, banish it, bring it back during the end phase, and then you start stealing. You don't go for the Azeroth play, you just start stealing your opponent's cards, which is really, really good. And then to finish up the XYZs, of course we've got the Utopia Double and Utopia. Searching out your Double or Nothing, which is the risk because you do mill quite a lot, you don't want to mill it. But then again, if you mill it, you don't go for this route of play, obviously. So it is very, very good, and it is a nice little power play for you to use. Then for the Synchros, we've got Scarlight and Omega. Omega, again, is probably one of the best rank level 8s in the game. Banishing it, revive your banished cards. That's where you can start looping your black collar serpents to give you additional dark monsters engraved. Obviously, Redo is a nice dark monster engraved as well. And then Scarlight is a way of winning games. If you can't beat over your opponent's board because they've got such a big, like, colossal board out, as long as you can make Scarlight that can nuke it, you're then going to burn them. And it's especially in time, sorry guys, especially in time, that can easily win you the game. And then for the links, because we want to be keeping it budget, you got the 1 Cerberus, the 1 Hippossingen, the 1 Nightmare Phoenix, the 1 Curious Lightsworn Dominion, and the 1 Summon Sorceress. Now, of course, if you want to start playing Link 4s in this, you can go for the Boral Sword, Boral Load, because it is slightly more budget now that it's had the reprint. So there is another WinCon option if you wanted to. If you do, you would take out the reliance on some of your rank 4s, so maybe the Tornado Dragon or of course the second Minerva, and then straight away in goes your Boral Load, and that keeps your deck within budget. None of this is incredibly high priced. These are all supers and are very, very cheap to get hold of. Minervas are about 6-7 quid each. Burguska is about £1 if you find it at the right place. Exton Knights are a couple of quid each. Tornado Dragons are probably about £5 or so each. Utopia's 10 a penny. Again, Time Thief Redo a 10 a penny. Double, I think it was maximum 10. I think it's dropped to like 6 quid. Scarlight, you can pick it up with common now as well. And then of course your Omega. God, is also very, very cheap as well now. It's not as high as it once was. Anyway, that is it for the deck profile. I do apologise for the very, very croaky throat. I have no idea what was going on there. Need to go get some throat lozenges apparently. So that is it for the Lightsworn deck profile. Now I have tried to make it as pure as possible. If you do want to see one without the Chaos Engine, that's where the Twilight Swarms will come in, just to kind of deal with the loss of snow in its sense, and increase the ability to extend your board. If you do have any questions or any other variants of this deck that you'd like to see, let me know. I will try and build the Twilight Swarm version for you guys as well, just so you can see the other side of it. I'm hoping we're going to get some... I would love to see like more Twilight Swarms, like exact clones of the Light Swarm. So I want to see like a Twilight Swarm Wolf, just to help extend the board a little bit more. Like even a Twilight Swarm Wolf, like if this card is banished from, I don't know, grave or deck, special summon it. So it does what Giant Rex does, which helps replace Giant Rex in the deck. So that'd be really, really cool. Anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and until next time guys, as always, happy dueling. What's up YouTube? Dad here from Zephyr War Games. Thanks for watching that video. If you liked it, please hit that big thumbs up button in the bottom corner as well. And don't forget to hit the big red subscribe button so you don't miss out on anything. Make sure you click that notification bell as well so you know every time one of our new videos goes up. Throughout the whole year of 2019, we're going to have more deck profiles, duels, and of course pack openings for you guys to watch and enjoy the entire year round. So stay tuned for more, and as always guys, happy dueling.